Last week I was shooting a video involving my Switch when it accidentally slid off of the rotating platform, slamming face down into the metal leg of the table. When I picked up the system, I was greeted by a nasty crack across the screen protector. I've had it on there since the Switch's launch, and it's a good thing too, since if this had happened to the actual screen, I would be pretty upset. One of the biggest hurdles in applying one of these is not only getting it completely straight, but also making sure that you have no dust, lint, or permanently trapped bubbles beneath it. Because if you do, they will be stuck under there forever, staring you in the face every time you play in handheld mode. A constant reminder that you could have done a better job, and this is what you get. This is something that drove me crazy back in the day, and since taking off a screen protector effectively ruins it, I've definitely wasted more than a few of these kits than I'd like to admit, trying to get it just right. So with all that being said, I need to get this thing replaced, and I figured why not turn those lemons into lemonade and use this opportunity to show you my tips and tricks for perfect screen protector application. By the way, these tips should be applicable to any device that you'd like to protect, not just the Nintendo Switch. First things first, you want to peel off the damaged screen. This shouldn't be too difficult, just gently push your nail into one of the corners and start prying it upwards. Be careful not to bend it too harshly or you might snap it or make the cracks worse. Once you've got it off, it's time to spray your screen with some glass cleaner and make sure that no sticky residue has been left behind. Then simply dry it off with a microfiber rag. These usually come with the screen protectors, or at least the ones that I've used. Make sure to look at your console from multiple angles and under plenty of light to ensure that particularly sneaky smudges, hair, and dust are completely eliminated. Now it's time to open up the new screen protector. I went with a brand called UNBREAKcable since their product description includes 9H hardness, whatever that means, scratch resistance, bubble-free application, high transparency, and an anti-fingerprint coating. This kit also comes with wet wipes for cleaning the screen, that microfiber rag that I mentioned, stickers that can be applied and removed to grab stubborn dust, and some self-adhesive strips to help with application. Also 2 screens, which is awesome. If you make a mistake the first time, you'll get a second chance. As you can see, the glass is clearly labeled, letting you know which side is the bottom. Now, if, like me, you have a house full of pets and, even worse, need to run a fan in order to make it through an extremely warm shoot in the studio, it's going to be next to impossible to keep the screen dust-free. There are just too many things in the air, and no matter how diligent you are, a piece of something will make it under there. But I have a solution. It's a little weird, but I promise you, it works. You want to go to your bathroom and run a hot shower with the door closed for about 15 minutes. Get the room nice and steamy. This basically thickens the air and makes it hard for particulates to float around. Bring your Switch in here and give the screen a nice wipe down all over again to make sure that it's spotless. The self-adhesive strips that came with the UNBREAKcable screen protectors are supposed to be used like this, and with the underside sticker removed, you're meant to eyeball and place the glass into position on your first try by using these strips as handles. That's a bit too risky for me, and would require absolute perfection with basically no wiggle room. If that sounds like a good idea to you, be my guest, but I think that my method is easier and more foolproof. I like to use Scotch tape instead. The first thing you want to do is get a long enough strip to go across the width of the screen, and then make sure to place it along the top edge of the screen protector with the top jutting out. Mind you, we're doing all of this with the underside sticker still on. Right now we're just trying to find and lock down the final placement of this thing. From here, take a hard look at every corner and every edge of the Switch's screen to make sure that this thing is as close to equal distance from everything across the board. And when you're confident that you've nailed it, hold the protector in place and gently fold the rest of the Scotch tape down. Then add a few more to each side to ensure that you've locked it in place. Everything should be looking just right from the top, and now all that's left to do is lift up the door that you've made, give the screen one more wipe for dust or smudges. Spraying it with canned air is also a good idea if you've got it. Then you want to remove the sticker and gently lower the screen protector. And you're done! If everything went correctly, you should have a perfectly aligned, spotless screen protector that looks fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it helped you out, let me know, and if you have any other tips or tricks that could help anybody else, leave them below as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.